I have the big honorable mention.
Go for it.
All right. Majora's Mask.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm back.
Josh has left Anxious Gamers. No.
All right.
I
This one might be too much of a hot take for me.
I love. Okay, so this is like a double-edged sword. I love Majora's Mask. I actually just finished a guitar cover of. I'm gonna upload it soon. Do you remember in the Stone Valley area, you go to that little music box house and you save
yes.
the girl's dad? I covered that song.
Nice.
And I'm really excited because it's not a song you hear a lot. I love Majora's Mask, but man, I hate the dungeons. I go back to the and on it. I love everything outside of the dungeons. The mask collecting, the Termina Field, getting Epona to but hunting the fairies. I started replaying it on the Switch Online, and I've mentioned this to you before. I 100%ed Ocarina and Majora's Mask without strategy guides.
Right.
And
I'm
I
still so impressed
remember
by that.
being 6 or 7 with Majora's, and I got Fierce Deity Mask and everything. I finished the game, and I took it out of my system, and that was the first time I was like, I love you, but I'm not going to come back to you until I'm in my 30s. Well, I'm almost 30.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work. And like I said, I love everything about that game. I love Clocktown, like that Song of Healing, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, the dungeons. I will say the Stone Temple, even though it was the hardest one, it was really cool. That one piqued my interest, but God, hunting the fairies and
I totally get it. Because now that you say it, going back and replaying, especially the swamp level,
yes,
I am not a huge fan of that upper air platforming on the N64.
Oh, dude!
And every time you fall down, you got to run all the way back outside, and then
Deku Palace, all of that. The worst was the snow peak and the Goron parts where you have to roll off the ramps, and then you fight that. I just got the fire arrow. You fight that wizard guy.
Yeah,
it's this is taking so long, and I only have 3 days with the Song of Time played backwards to slow down the 3 days. And you're supposed to beat the game in 3 days, but you don't really have 3 days because it's confusing. It's a cool concept, and it's a great Zelda game, but it's just not one that because I know my top 4 Zelda games, but my 5th pick is a tie between all of them. And Majora's Mask almost made the top 5. But been replaying Minish Cap, and I'm Minish Cap's kind of up there.
Right.
So, but then A Link to the Past is kind of touching Minish Cap, so.
All right, I get it.
Yeah. So,
and I'll sort of agree, but not totally. Because I do still love going back and playing it. Now that I'm older, I've been really trying to figure out that the Keifi mask.
Yeah.
By myself with no strategy guide. I honestly don't know how you did that. I still can't figure out what's going on.
Lots of Mountain Dew. Summer of 2000, 1999, 2000. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, it's weird. It's like a love-hate relationship. And that's the only Zelda game I feel like I have that with. So,
I understand.
Well, we don't talk about the CDI Zeldas or even Zelda 1 and 2. I don't really want to go back to those. But
I like 1. 2 is difficult. I used to have a thing where I'd beaten every Zelda game available, well, except for the CDI. If that is no longer true, it's just the collection of games has just grown too high. And there's just weird ones now, like Tingle's Rupee Adventure.
Yes.
But I always said that with the exception of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And I finally had to go back and just used a guide and just played through the whole thing. That is a difficult game.
It's very difficult.
Zero chance I would have figured that out on my own.
Yeah, I played that one on the Master Collection on the GameCube.
Nice.
Because, I played that and I was it's cool, but it's kind of one of those things when Nintendo went from the Wii to the Wii U. I love both systems, but it's what are you doing? Because like Zelda 1, it was like, oh, cool, you're in this open world, you can go do what you want. But then Zelda 2 is like, what? You're like
It's
Mega
still
Man
sort of an
now?
open world. It's just
It's
weird.
still sort of an open world, but like it's like 2D. Like, but then Link's Awakening fixed it. It's like you have some 2D elements in Link's Awakening, and it's like, okay, this is fun.
Yeah.
You know, because it's top down. But yeah, Majora's Mask. Sorry, buddy.